In what feels like the most unexpected plot twist of all time, shocking rumors are dominating the internet. Donald Trump has allegedly stepped away from the political spotlight to fight for something far more personal: his marriage. Yes, reports are swirling that the man once known for power, wealth, and controversy is now caught in a battle not for the White House, but for his home. According to these wild claims, Trump and Melania have supposedly entered couples therapy, desperate to salvage their fractured relationship. Behind closed doors, whispers suggest late-night arguments, emotional breakdowns, and fiery accusations that no political scandal could ever prepare them for. Fans are shocked, critics are stunned, and the family is said to be divided over whether this move is genuine or just another headline-grabbing stunt. Social media exploded the moment these rumors surfaced. Some supporters praised Trump for finally putting family above politics, while others mocked the idea, calling it his most dramatic retreat yet. But one thing is certain: the supposed therapy sessions are already being painted as the most dramatic showdown of his career, and the fallout could change everything. The world woke up in disbelief when reports began circulating that Donald Trump had allegedly taken the most unexpected step of his career, stepping down from the political spotlight, not because of investigations, not because of fatigue, but because of something far more intimate: to save his marriage with Melania, through couples therapy. Fans are shocked, critics are stunned, and even his closest allies reportedly didn't see it coming. For decades, Trump has been branded as a man who thrives on conflict, negotiation, and spectacle. But according to these sensational rumors, it wasn't political rivals or courtroom drama that forced him to retreat. It was Melania herself, threatening that if he didn't take their fractured relationship seriously, she would walk away for good. Allegedly, insiders claimed that the moment came during a heated private dinner. A source whispered to tabloids, Melania leaned across the table and said, "It's either this marriage or your obsession with power. You can't have both." The comment, if true, landed like a thunderclap in Trump's world. That's when the supposed announcement happened, not through an official press conference, but via carefully leaked whispers to friendly media outlets. Suddenly, headlines blared: Trump chooses love over power, and Mar-a-Lago turns into therapy headquarters. The fallout was instant. His supporters were torn in two. Some cheered, claiming, "This proves Trump is human, a husband fighting for his family." Others were outraged, insisting, "He's abandoning his movement just to sit on a therapist's couch." Emotions ran high, with rallies erupting into shouting matches between those who supported Family First Trump and those who believed he was betraying his base. And then came the alleged dialogue leak. Gossip blogs claimed to have obtained snippets from Trump's very first supposed therapy session. Of course, nobody could prove their authenticity, but that didn't stop them from spreading like wildfire. The alleged exchange went something like this. The alleged transcript was half tragic, half comedic, and completely viral. Late-night hosts reenacted it. Comedians posted skits, and fans debated whether Trump was truly trying or simply turning therapy into another performance. Meanwhile, Melania's side of the story also made waves. Insiders allegedly claimed she had reached her breaking point after years of standing in the shadows. She told him straight, "Either step down and fight for us, or I'm gone," one friend supposedly revealed. Whether true or not, the narrative painted Melania as the driving force behind this shocking pivot. The announcement rippled through his family as well. Ivanka, according to reports, was furious, arguing that Trump was risking everything they had built. Donald Jr. allegedly tried to spin it as a strategic break, while Eric was said to be simply confused. Barron, the youngest, reportedly kept silent, though rumors swirled that he sided with his mother. Beyond the family, the reaction was explosive. Fans lined up outside Mar-a-Lago, some chanting support for Melania, others demanding Trump return to the fight. Social media trended with hashtags like #MarriageOverMAGA and Trump in therapy. Some mocked, others sympathized, but nobody ignored it. And if that wasn't enough drama, speculation quickly began about who the therapist was. Was it a discreet, high-profile professional flown in under cover of night? Was it a celebrity relationship guru with ties to Hollywood? Or, as one conspiracy theory suggested, Was the therapist actually an undercover political figure sent to manipulate Trump behind the scenes? The shocking announcement had opened Pandora's box. For the first time, Trump's political image collided, head-on with his personal life. And the world was watching every move. One thing was clear. Whether real or rumor, this supposed decision had already redefined Trump's legacy. Fans were left divided, his family shaken, and Melania allegedly holding the ultimate power. And as insiders whispered that the therapy sessions themselves were far more explosive than anyone imagined, the world prepared for the next chapter in this unbelievable saga. If the shocking announcement rattled Trump's supporters, the real earthquake came from inside the Trump family itself. According to swirling reports and sensational leaks, the fallout at Mar-a-Lago was more explosive than any rally speech or courtroom drama. The family, once bound tightly by politics, suddenly found itself fractured by one decision: therapy. Allegedly, Ivanka was the first to react. An insider whispered to tabloids. She stormed into the room and told him, "This is weakness. You built your empire on strength, and now you're giving it all up for feelings?" Witnesses claim her voice echoed through the estate, leaving aides frozen in silence. To Ivanka, therapy wasn't a solution. It was humiliation. Donald Jr., however, tried to spin it. Friends of the family supposedly overheard him telling allies, "Look, we'll just frame this as Dad being strong enough to put family first. People eat that up. It's strategy, not surrender." But even as he said it, reports suggest tension with Ivanka grew, as the siblings openly clashed over how to handle their father's shocking pivot. And then there was Melania. According to sources close to her, she remained firm, calm, and unshaken. "This is happening," she allegedly told family members during a tense dinner. "If you don't like it, that's your problem. I will not stay in this marriage without it." Fans were shocked by this supposed steeliness, as the usually reserved First Lady suddenly seemed to wield the most power in the family dynamic. Eric, often overshadowed in the Trump drama, reportedly found himself caught in the middle. One account claimed he muttered, "Maybe therapy isn't the worst idea. At least it's cheaper than another campaign," sparking laughter from some, fury from others. But the biggest wild card in this supposed family drama was Barron. Though rarely in the public eye, tabloids whispered that the teenager quietly supported his mother. "He's closer to Melania than anyone realizes," one source claimed. "He sees what she's been through. He doesn't want the spotlight. He just wants peace." Outside the family walls, the fallout only grew louder. At Trump rallies, emotions ran high. Videos surfaced of longtime supporters breaking into arguments mid-chant, some insisting, "Family comes first, therapy is strength," while others screamed back, "This is betrayal. We didn't sign up for couples counseling." In one viral clip, two men wearing MAGA hats nearly came to blows before security intervened. Meanwhile, Swifties, yes, even Taylor Swift's fan base, still scarred from earlier rumors of strange Trump-Swift connections in alternate timelines, weighed in with their own commentary. Memes flooded Twitter showing Taylor holding a therapist's clipboard, captioned, "Fixing what politics couldn't." It was chaos, comedy, and heartbreak rolled into one. Inside the therapy room, things were reportedly no less dramatic. Another supposed leak of dialogue painted the sessions as raw, confrontational, and deeply emotional. Whether real or fabricated, the alleged exchange shattered fans. Supporters couldn't believe Trump, the self-proclaimed dealmaker, was struggling to negotiate with his own wife. Critics laughed, claiming it was karma. And Melania's line, "Everyone but me," became a viral TikTok sound, fueling millions of videos that mocked Trump's supposed vulnerability. Even allies in politics reportedly panicked. One GOP strategist allegedly fumed, "He's handing his enemies the ultimate weapon," admitting he's weak. "Once you go to therapy in public, you're done." Others, however, spun it as a genius move to humanize him ahead of future campaigns. But the family fracture deepened. Reports claimed Ivanka left Mar-a-Lago in tears after one explosive argument with Melania. "You're destroying him," Ivanka allegedly snapped. "No," Melania fired back. "I'm saving him from himself." That supposed showdown became the stuff of tabloid legend, a family drama as juicy as any reality show feud. Meanwhile, fans outside Mar-a-Lago staged bizarre protests. Some arrived with heart-shaped signs reading, "Save the marriage, save America." Others carried banners declaring, "Therapy is treason." Police were forced to step in after clashes erupted between the two sides. The image of Trump's personal drama spilling onto the streets made global headlines. And yet, for all the chaos, insiders whispered that Trump himself was torn. He allegedly confided to a close aide, "I don't want to lose her, but stepping back feels like losing me." That quote, if true, revealed the heart of the conflict. A man caught between power and love, between public image and private desperation. The fallout was undeniable. The Trump family was fractured, his supporters were divided, and Melania's ultimatum still loomed like a storm cloud. Would therapy heal the cracks, or would it expose them further? One thing was certain: the next phase of this saga, the EI, therapy sessions themselves, promised to be even more explosive than the announcement or the fallout that followed. If the announcement shocked the world and the family fallout shook the Trump dynasty to its core, then what came next was pure reality TV spectacle, the alleged therapy sessions themselves. According to sensational reports leaking from insiders, the therapy room became less of a safe space and more of a battlefield. These weren't quiet conversations about feelings. They were fiery debates, emotional meltdowns, and accusations hurled across the room like weapons. One tabloid described the sessions as equal parts courtroom, boardroom, and reality show. Confessional. Allegedly, even the therapist struggled to maintain order. Fans were stunned when these supposed lines began trending online. Supporters clung to Trump's rare moment of vulnerability, while critics mocked it as another performance. Either way, the world couldn't look away, and the alleged leaks didn't stop there. Reports claimed that entire sessions revolved around accusations and betrayals. One rumor suggested Melania confronted Trump over his obsession with image, supposedly snapping, "You care more about your rallies than you do about us." Trump allegedly fired back, "Those rallies kept us here. Without them, we're nothing." The back and forth revealed deeper cracks, ones fans never imagined. Suddenly, their marriage wasn't just about loyalty and appearances, it was about survival. The therapist, according to gossip, attempted to mediate with grounding exercises, but sources claim Trump couldn't resist turning them into a performance. During one session, when asked to describe love in one word, he allegedly answered, "Tremendous." Melania, in contrast, allegedly whispered, "Absent." The clash between his bravado and her cold honesty went viral when tabloids ran the E words as dueling headlines, "Tremendous versus Absent, the Therapy Civil War." Beyond the therapy room, fans and critics were locked in battle. Memes exploded. Trump sitting on a therapist's couch drawn like a king on a throne, Melania holding divorce papers like a crown jewel. TikTok creators lip-synced the alleged transcripts, turning them into mini-dramas with millions of views. The therapy sessions weren't just private struggles anymore. They had become the world's favorite soap opera. Even Trump's political allies reportedly tuned in with morbid fascination. One GOP strategist allegedly complained, "Every session leak is like a new episode. People are binge-watching his marriage instead of focusing on politics." Another insider quipped, "The therapist has more power than Congress at this point." But the juiciest twist came when reports surfaced that the therapist themselves was beginning to feel overwhelmed. Tabloids ran headlines like, "Therapist breaks down in tears during Trump session," and "Who counsels the counselor?" One alleged eyewitness claimed the therapist was overheard muttering, "I signed up to heal marriages, not mediate world wars." Through all of this, Melania's resolve reportedly remained unshaken. Rumors claimed she told Trump bluntly, "I don't care about politics. If this doesn't change, I walk." That ultimatum, repeated in every tabloid and news site, became the defining line of the saga. Fans were shocked by her cold firmness. Emotions ran high as some praised her for taking control, while others accused her of holding him hostage. The supposed therapy drama also began dividing the Trump children further. Ivanka allegedly refused to attend joint family sessions, calling them a circus. Donald Jr. joked that he could negotiate better than the therapist. Eric, once again, was caught in the middle, reportedly muttering to a friend, "This is like The Apprentice, but with tears." came with yet another alleged leak, a fiery shouting match that tabloids dubbed the Night of Tears. That last line reportedly left even Trump silent. Fans said their hearts broke hearing it. Critics called it staged, but no one denied that. The alleged leak struck deep. By the end of part 3, one thing was clear. The therapy sessions weren't healing the wounds. They were exposing them for the entire world to see. Every accusation, every tear, every leaked line became fuel for the public's obsession. And as rumors spread that the final sessions would bring an ultimatum that could end everything, fans were left holding their breath for the next chapter. Would the marriage survive? Or was this therapy the beginning of the end? By now, the alleged therapy sessions had gone from private healing to public spectacle. What should have stayed behind closed doors was leaking daily, fueling headlines, memes, and divided fan bases. But nothing could have prepared the world for what came next, the public meltdown that made the supposed Trump-Melania drama impossible to ignore. It started with whispers that Trump himself had grown frustrated with the therapy process. According to sensational reports, he allegedly told aides, "I don't need therapy. Therapy needs me." The quote, whether real or not, set the internet ablaze. Late-night comedians reenacted it, while critics mocked it as the ultimate display of ego. But insiders claimed the truth was even more shocking. Trump had allegedly threatened to walk out of the sessions unless Melania agreed to attend one of his rallies as a gesture of good faith. When Melania supposedly refused, things escalated. Rumors spread that Trump stormed out of a session and drove straight to a golf course, leaving Melania in tears. The tabloids ran wild with headlines like, "Marriage on the rocks," "Therapy," "Walkout." But the real turning point came when the family drama finally spilled onto a public stage. At a charity gala in New York, both Trump and Melania appeared together for the first time since the therapy rumors began. Cameras flashed, reporters shouted, and fans held their breath. At first, the couple smiled stiffly, posing for photos. But then, according to viral footage, an argument erupted on the red carpet itself. The footage was grainy, the audio muffled, but the supposed exchange went viral within minutes. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and hashtags like Melania meltdown and "Not sure Trump therapy failed" trended worldwide. The fallout was immediate. Supporters argued over whether Melania was being brave or disloyal. Critics mocked Trump for allegedly losing control in public. Even celebrities weighed in, with one pop star tweeting, "Imagine stepping down from politics just to flop in therapy." Iconic. Back at Mar-a-Lago, the tension reportedly hit boiling point. Sources claimed Ivanka and Melania had another explosive confrontation, this time in front of staff. "You're destroying the family brand," Ivanka allegedly shouted. "Good," Melania allegedly snapped back. "Maybe it is time the brand ended." The line, if true, was like a dagger through the heart of the Trump dynasty, and then came the protests. Outside Trump Tower, crowds gathered, not for politics, but for marriage drama. Some waved signs reading, "Therapy saves lives," while others chanted, "Dump Trump, save yourself." Emotions ran high as opposing groups clashed, turning the sidewalks of Manhattan into a bizarre stage for one family's alleged crisis. The drama escalated even further when rumors spread of a final therapy ultimatum. Insiders claimed that Melania had given Trump a stark choice: continue with therapy sincerely or face divorce. Tabloids described it as the ultimate cliffhanger. Supposed leaks from that fateful session described it like a scene straight out of a drama series. That last line, "I don't know how," reportedly broke the internet. Fans flooded social media with emotional posts. Supporters wept, claiming Trump had finally shown humanity. Critics laughed, mocking it as scripted. But regardless of belief, the alleged moment became a cultural lightning bolt. And just when it seemed the story couldn't get any more dramatic, the mysterious therapist at the center of it all allegedly quit. A leaked statement claimed, "No amount of training can prepare you for mediating Donald and Melania." The media pounced, dubbing it "the therapist who walked away." The drama escalated even further when rumors spread of a final therapy ultimatum. Insiders claimed that Melania had given Trump a stark choice: continue with therapy sincerely or face divorce. Tabloids described it as the ultimate cliffhanger. Supposed Leaks from that fateful session described it like a scene straight out of a drama series. That last line, "I don't know how," reportedly broke the internet. Fans flooded social media with emotional posts. Supporters wept, claiming Trump had finally shown humanity. Critics laughed, mocking it as scripted. But regardless of belief, the alleged moment became a cultural lightning bolt. And just when it seemed the story couldn't get any more dramatic, the mysterious therapist at the center of it all allegedly quit. A leaked statement claimed, "No amount of training can prepare you for mediating Donald and Melania." The media pounced, dubbing it the therapist who walked away.